Stupid people believe money will solve all their problems, and unreasonable people fight to become rich at all costs. Welcome to another episode. Here we are still on section 24 of Surah Al-Araf. We are going to section verse 193 of the Holy Quran. Namshi. وإن تدعوهم إلى هدى وإن تدعوهم وإن تدعوهم إلى الهدى لا يتبعوكم. If you call them to guidance, they will not obey. Call who? The idols, the gods. لا يتبعوكم. سواء عليكم إدعوتموهم أم أنتم سامتون. For you, it is the same, whether you call them or ye keep silent. وإن تدعوهم أم أنتم سامتون لا يتبعكم سواء عليكم. Same is unto you. The same word, the same. For you, it is the same. سواء عليكم. For you, it is the same. إدعوتموهم أم أنتم سامتون. For you, it is the same, whether ye call them, or ye keep silent. Samituna. Whether you keep silent, plural. Let's go to the commentary. 1166. Did I do 165? Yes, false standards in derogation of the dignity of God. Yes, we've done it. 1166. When false worship takes root, the teacher of truth finds much to discourage him. Full stop. As far as he is concerned, it seems as if he has produced no effect. Yet, his duty is to continue his work. In the spirit of verse 199 below, forgiving all opposition, teaching what is right, and not joining the ignorant in their attitude of doubt and indecision. Yes, we still have them today. The ignorant people in their attitude of doubt and indecision. We are people like that. Okay, even today, this was said of centuries back, of people centuries back. Okay, we go to verse 194. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله عباد أمثالكم. Sorry. Verily, those whom ye call upon besides God are servants like unto you. إن الذين تدعوا من دون الله عباد أمثالكم, like you. They are servants like you. عباد أمثالكم من دون الله, other than God, besides God. They are servants like you. فإدعوهم فليستجيبوا لكم إن كنتم صادقين. Call upon them and let them listen to your prayer if ye are indeed truthful. truthful. So call on the adults and let them listen to your prayer if you are indeed truthful. Let's go to the next verse, which is in more detail, I suppose. In kuntum sadikina, if you are truthful. Then here, the next verse are questions. Uh, al- alahum alahum aj- alahum arjulun yamshu biha. Lahum arjulun yamshi biha is asked. Have they feet to walk with? Have they feet to walk with? Alahum arjulun yamshi biha. Have they feet to walk with? Lahum aydin. Aw lahum aydin yabtishuna. Aydin. Yabtishuna biha. Yabtishuna biha. Have they feet to walk in? Or hands to lay hold with? Aydin. Or hands. Lahum aydin. Hands. Yabtishuna biha. Or hands to lay hold with. So they have neither feet nor arms. Okay. Am lahum ayun. Well, am lahum ayunun. Am lahum ayunun yabsuruna biha. Or eyes to see with. Yes, or eyes to see with. Am lahum aynun yabsuruna biha. Am lahum azanun yasma'una biha. Or ears to hear with. So no arms, no legs, no eyes, no ears. Our grandparents were really stupid. No legs, no arms, no eyes, no ears to hear with. Lahum azana, ears. Yasma'una biha, to hear. Kul id'u shuraka'akum. Kul id'u shuraka'akum. Thumma kiduna fala tunzirun. Say, call your God partners. Kul say, idhu shura'akakum. Kul shuraka'akum. Call your God partners. Shuraka'akum. Call your God partners. Kiduna fala tanziruna. Then scheme, call your God partners. Scheme your worst, scheme your worst against me and give me no respite. So God is telling Muhammad to tell them, to say this to them. Let's see if there is any commentary for that. Oh, did we do commentary for 193? Yes, 166. When false worship takes root, the teacher of truth finds much to discourage him. And the teacher of truth finds much to discourage him. This commentary is for 193. As, as, far, as far as he is concerned, it seems as if he has produced no effect. Yet, his duty is to continue his work in the spirit of verse 199. I think we've done it. Giving all opposition, teaching what is right, and not joining the ignorant in their attitude of doubt and indecision. We go to 1167 to verse 194. False gods, whether idols or deified men, or ideas or superstitions, they're all false gods. You can listen. Please, let's listen well. False gods, whether idols or deified men, or ideas or superstitions, they are all false idols, have no existence of their own. Independent of God's creation, they have no existence of their own that is independent of God's creation. They are God's creatures, and like servants, are subject to his authority. Deified men are not real men, but false ideas of men. They cannot help themselves. How can they help others? Deified men cannot help themselves. How can they help others? Let's go to note 1168. Note 1168 to verse 195 still. 1968. Here it is a test and a challenge. If the false gods had any power or even existence, collect them all together. And two, says the prophet, collect them all together, says the prophet of God. Let them do their worst against me. Full stop. Inverted commas close. Let them do their worst against me. They are inverted commas. They are inverted commas. They cannot, because the whole thing is based on a superstition and a chimera. On a superstition and chimera. Chimera here is spelled Chimaera. The whole thing is based on a superstition and chimera. Let's go to note 1169. That's if we should bear by then. 1169. I think we're going to verse 198. I think so. Let's go back a bit. 197. وَالَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِهِ لَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ نَصْرَكُمْ وَلَا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَنْصُرُونَ. They will not be able to help you, nor to help themselves. Let's go to 198 now. وَإِن تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَى هُدًى لَا يَسْمَعُونَ. تَرَاهُمْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ. If thou callest them to guidance, they hear not. Thou will see them looking at thee. تَرَاهُمْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ. Thou will see them looking at you. So if you call an idol, he can't hear, he can't walk, he can't see, he will only be looking at you. Like that, fixed. So, لا ينظرون إلا وتراهم, they will only see them staring at you. وهم لا يبصرون, look at you, but they see not. So they will looking at you, but they cannot see. So why do we worship them? That's the argument. Let's go to 1169 for the commentary. 1169. The beauty and righteousness of Al-Mustafa, of Al-Mustafa's life. Mustafa is referring to the Prophet Muhammad, chosen one. And the chosen one's life were acknowledged on all hands until he received the mission to preach and to fight against evil. So even before he got the mission to preach and fight evil, he was uh, he was a special person. And his attributes were noticed. They were not hidden. What happened then? It's a question. Evil erected evil erected barricades for itself. Full stop. It had eyes, but it refused to see. It had ears, but it refused to hear. It had it had intelligence, but it blocked up its channels of understanding. Full stop. Even now, after 14 centuries, a life of exampled a life of exampled purity, probity, justice, and righteousness is seen in false lights by blind detractors. Yes, indeed. They are detractors. They are blind and they are detracting people. Blind detractors. Okay, let's go to 199. Huzu Huzu al-Ghufur. Huzu Huzu al-Afwa. Huzu al-Afwa wa amr bil urfi wa aridu anil jahilina. Huzu al-Afu wa amr bil arfi wa igrudu. Sorry, wa aridu anil jahilin. Please, I'm reading the verses along, so in case I don't read well, viewers can go back and see and just avoid what I'm saying. Okay, but not totally. Hold to forgiveness. Huzu al-afu, hold to forgiveness. Wa amr, command what is right. Wa amr bil arfi. Wa amr bil urfi. Wa amr bil urfi. Command what is right. Amr bil urfi. Wa aridu anil jahilin. And turn away from the ignorant. And turn away from the ignorant. This goes to the Prophet of Islam as well as to all believers, to all people of righteousness. Let's go to the commentary. God comforts the prophet. Yes, God comforts the prophet and directs his mind to three precepts. One, to forgive injuries, insults, and persecution. People say he was a violent man, warmonger, whatnot. All kinds of adjectives have been piled on him. And here, this commentator is saying, God comforts the prophet, God himself, and directs his mind to three precepts. One, to forgive injuries, insults, and persecution. Two, to continue to declare the faith that was in him, and not only to declare it, but to act up to it in all his dealings with friends and foes, friends and foes, friends and enemies, to ignore them and just give a good example of life and live in an exemplary manner. Three, to pay no attention to ignorant fools. I've always said that there are fools in the Quran, and to pay no attention to ignorant fools who raise doubts and difficulties, held taunts or reproaches, or devise plots to defeat the truth. They were to be ignored and passed by, not to be engaged in fights and fruitless controversies, or conci- or conciliated by compromises. So the prophet was to ignore all such people, and indeed all followers of the prophet, mm, and indeed all righteous people. Mm. Let's go to verse 200. Yes, verse 200. وإن وإما وإما ينزغ وإما ينزغنكم وإما ينزغنكم وإما ينزغ ينزغنكم وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان. Nesbo. Okay, let me shorten it. If a suggestion from Satan assailed thy mind, if a suggestion from Satan assailed thy mind, wa imma yanzagannaka mina shaitani, nasgu fa is ta'iza billahi, nasgu fa is ta'idu billahi. Seek refuge, assail their mind, seek refuge with God. Nazgu fa is ta'izu billahi, seek refuge with God. Innahu sami'un alimun, for he heareth and knoweth all things. So another piece of advice for the Prophet of Islam and his followers, and indeed all righteous people. Okay, let's go to, yes, there's commentary to it, 1171. Let's see. Even a prophet of God is but human. Even a prophet of God is but human. He might think that revenge or retaliation or a little tactful silence when evil stalks abroad, or some compromise with ignorance might be best for the cause. He is to reject such suggestions from Satan. So a man of God, when an evil thought comes to him, he just waves it away, ignores it, saying that it is the work of Satan. It is the scheme of Satan. This goes to Prophet Muhammad and all of us. He is to reject such suggestions. We go to 201. I think it's a continuation. It's further explanation of what we got in 202. Let's see. إن الذين اتقوا إذا مسهم طائف من الشيطان تذكروا فإذا هم مبصرون. Those who fear God, when a thought of evil from Satan assault them, bring God to remembrance when lo they are right. So it's telling us that the thoughts of Satan assails everybody, but then at the end, bring God to remembrance when lo they are right. إن الذين اتقوا إذا مسهم طائف من الشيطان تذكروا فإذا هم مبصرون. 172, that's the commentary. God protects his own as no one else can. He is a sure refuge. and the only one dash for men of faith, and the only one for men of faith. There is nobody but God for them. If we are confused or angry, being blinded by this world, we will open our eyes. Or he will open our eyes. Let me take that again. Compromise with ignorance. Oh, no, I'm reading a different side. If we are confused, that's 1172. If we are confused or angry, being blinded by this world, he will open our eyes. God will open our eyes. Let's go to verse 202. و وإخوانهم يمدونهم في الكين لا لا يكسرون لا يكسرون. But their brethren, into brackets, the evil ones, plunge them deeper into error and never relax their efforts. وإخوانهم, their brothers, يمدونهم في الكين, plunge them, يمدونهم في الكين, deeper into error. ولا يكسرون, and never relax their efforts. So the evil ones among us plunge us into evil, and they never relax. They will keep on convincing us. Oh, let's go to this joint. It's very enjoyable. You will like it. Oh, barbecue. Oh, drinks. Free. You don't pay anything. Every day they will come and sing it in your ears. And if you are not a man of faith, you will follow them. Relax, and they will never relax their efforts. So 173, let's see the commentary. We go back to consider the ungodly, whom we left in verse 198 in order to be taught our behavior towards evil. The forces of evil never relax their efforts to draw their brethren. Yes. Those who go into their brethren, into brackets, those who go into their family, brackets close, deeper and deeper into mire, M-I-R-E, into mire, or sin, or distraction. So those in sin always want to draw more people. You are a single lady somewhere and you are facing hardship. Somebody comes and says, "Oh, you have your property, you have something that will give you money. Why you sit down and be? Come on, follow me tonight, and you see." Then the innocent girl follows him. The men take them home and sleep with them roughly. But the following day, they come back with wads of money, notes. Then they smile. But they don't know they are in danger. Little knowing that they are in danger. Okay, 173. Let's go to 2003. وإذا لهم يأتيهم بآيات قالوا وإذا لم تأتيهم بآية قالوا if thou bring them not revelation, they say, قالوا لو لا اشتبتها كل. They say, they say, why hast thou not got it together? La ishtabitaha. Cool. Then God is saying again, cool. Say, cool. Inama atabi'u ma yuhya, itabi ma yuhya ilayya min Rabbi. Say, I but follow what is revealed to me from thy Lord. Ma uhiya ilayya Rabbi. Kul inama atabiu ma yuhiya ilayya min Rabbi, from my Lord. Then haza basairu min rabbikum wa huda wa rahmatun lil qawmil yu'minun. Haza, so I but follow what is revealed to me from my Lord. This is nothing but lights. This is nothing but light from your Lord. Basairu. It's nothing but lies from your Lord. Haza basairu min rabbikum. This is nothing but light from your Lord. And huda wa rahmatun, and guidance and mercy, for any who have faith. Lil yuminun, for those who have faith. Let's see if there's any commentary for it. Yes, there is. 1174. We did 1173. 1174. Ayat here, sign. Ayat here. I think means specially an ayat of the Holy Quran. That's a sign of the Holy Quran. The infidels did not believe in revelation and used to taunt the Holy Prophet, as much as to say that he used to put together words and promulgate them as revelation. They didn't believe the revelations were coming from the angel. The answer is contained in the sentence that follows. Full stop. No human composition could contain the beauty. No human composition could contain the beauty, power, and spiritual insight of the Quran. I repeat that. No human composition could contain the beauty, power, and spiritual insight of the Quran. Full stop. Without inspiration, it is impossible to suppose that a man with or without literary or philosophic training could produce such a book as the Quran. Full stop. Commentators of the Quran, however, consider ayat here to refer to miracle, as the context seems to be evidence. So ayat here, some say it's the verses in the Quran, some say it's a miracle sign in the world. When I say miracle, sign in the world, you can see the title of my video, Signs in the Quran, Signs in the World. Okay, miracle. One, that is note 174. We go to We go to 204, sign 204, ayah 204. Oh, I don't think we finished 203. Let's go to finishing. This is nothing but lights. Oh yeah, I think we finished it. So let's go to 204. What is a Qur'an? Al-Qur'an? Al-Qur'an? فَإِسْتَمِعُوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. وإذا قرأ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. Sorry for bad reason. When the Quran is read, when the Quran is read, فَإِسْتَمِعُوا, listen to it with attention. إِسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَإِنْصِتُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ, listen to it with attention and hold your peace. Mm. وَأَنْصِتُوا, hold your peace. فَإِسْتَوْوا لَعَلَّكُمْ وَأَنْصِتُوا, hold your peace. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, that ye may receive mercy, and hold your peace that you may receive mercy. No commentary for it. We go to 205. We go to 205. And what does it say? وَإِذْ وَإِذْكُرْ رَبَّكَ فِي أَنفُسِكَ mm, تدرؤا وخيفة. واذكر ربك في نفسك تضرعا وخيفة. And do thou, O reader, the one reading, I reading, and you reading with me, and do thou, O reader, bring thy Lord to remembrance in the very soul, in your soul, in my soul, في أنفسك تضرعا وحفي وحفيفة وحيفة, in humility and remembrance, thy soul with humility and remembrance, in humility, and remember without loudness in words, وحفيفة ودون جهر, without loudness in words, ودون جهر من قولا, in words, without loudness in words. بالغدو والآصال ولا تكون من الغافلين, with humility and remember without loudness in words, in the morning, بالغدو, in the morning, والآصال, in the mornings and evenings, والآصال ولا تكون من الغافلين, and be not of those who are unmindful. Be not of those who are unmindful. Be not of those who are, be not of those who are unheedful. I'm sorry. Well, unheedful, unmindful. Let me use the correct word here. And be not of those who are unheedful. Is there any commentary for it? 1175. 1175. 1175. That's commentary to 203. And what does it say? Lights, column, then eyes, faculty of spiritual insight. The revelation is for us. 1, spiritual eyes. I think I mentioned it. Spiritual eyes. 2, guidance. And 3, mercy. 1 is the highest in degree. That spiritual eyes is the highest in degree. Just as a blind man, if he is given eyes and the faculty of sight is at once removed into an entirely new world, so those who can reach the stage of spiritual insight pass into and become citizens of a wholly new spiritual world. 2 is ness in the degree of man of the world. And 2 is what? 2 is guidance. That means guidance is ness. Guidance is ness in degree. That's light, then guidance. It's ness in degrees. The man of the world can act up to the teachings about right conduct, and prepare for the hereafter. Then 3, in the mercy of God. Mm. So light, guidance, and mercy. 3 is the mercy of God, free of everyone, saint and sinner, who sincerely believes and puts his trust in God. Mm. That's commentary 1175 to verse 203. Uh, verse 204, no commentary. 205, no commentary. We go to 206. Mm. Uh, 206, verse 206. إن الذين عند ربك لا يستكبرون عن العبادة به. Those who are near to thy Lord disdain not to worship him. Those who are near to thy Lord disdain not to worship him. إن الذين عند ربك لا يستكبرون عن عبادته. They do not disdain to worship him. ويسبحونه وله يسجدون. Mm. Do not disdain to worship him. They glorify him and prostrate before him. They glorified him. Yasbihuna. Subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. Yasbihuna. They glorify him. Wallahu yasjuduna. And they prostrate to him. That is the comment. And let's go to the commentary 1186. And I suppose 1177. Let's go and see. The higher you are in spiritual attainment, the more is your desire and your opportunity to serve and worship your Lord and cherisher, and the Lord and cherisher of all the worlds. And the greater is your pride in that service and that worship. How true can this be? You ask any true worshiping Muslim, when it's time for prayer and he doesn't go to pray, he doesn't feel free. No, he keeps on looking at his watch to see if it's time for prayer, so he'll go to pray. Even when they are sick in bed, they keep on asking for time of prayer when they cannot pray. A woman asked such questions several times, whether it's time for zuhur, that's midday prayer, or afterwards. And when that time came, she passed away. What a blessing. So this is what this commentary is saying. Should I repeat it? No. Okay, let me repeat it. The higher you are in spiritual attainment, the more is your desire and your opportunity to serve and worship Him. Let's stop there. Then we go to the next commentary for the same verse 206. The commentary is numbered 1177. At the stage, sajja, or prostrate. Remember we use it, sujada, and yes, jaduna, and that word is represented here as saja, yes, jaduna. At this stage, saja or prostration is indicated as a sign of our humble acceptance of the privilege of serving and worshiping God. A fitting, close to surah in which we are led through a contemplation of the stories of the messengers of God to the meaning and revelation and its relation to our moral and spiritual progress. So sajda, prostrating before God, is about the last method of making yourself humble to God. Viewers, I think we stop here. And that is the end of Surah Al-Araf, chapter 7 of the Holy Quran. When we come back in our next episode, we shall go to Surah Al-Anfal. I I think war spoils, God willing. So go to Surah Al-Anfal. Let me make sure that is spoils of war. Yes, spoils of war. That's where we are going to in our next episode, Surah Al-Anfal, and we are back. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. Ila liqa'i. Bye bye. Au revoir.